Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that the desire to get better is the most powerful force driving success? It's not talent, luck, or even circumstance that sets the most successful apart. It's an insatiable drive to improve, to grow, to evolve into something greater than they were yesterday. This desire is universal. We all want to be better versions of ourselves, but what separates those who achieve this from those who struggle? It's about understanding the power of that desire and turning it into a relentless pursuit of personal growth. You might feel stuck, unsure of how to take that next step, or overwhelmed by the idea of improvement. But here's the truth. The first step toward getting better is simply the willingness to embrace that desire and make it your compass. In this moment, ask yourself, what would happen if you committed to growth? Every single day. What doors would open for you if you fueled your journey with the relentless desire to become better, not just in one area of life, but in every aspect of who you are? The path is never easy, but the desire to get better is the spark that can ignite the fire of transformation in your life. And today we're going to talk about how to tap into that power and turn it into real lasting change. The people you choose to spend your time with have a significant impact on your life. They shape your thoughts, influence your decisions, and affect your habits. As the saying goes, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So think about it. Who are the 5 people around you? Are they supporting your growth or holding you back? Association goes beyond friendship. It's about mentorship, inspiration, and growth. When you surround yourself with people who have reached the level you aim for, you begin to adopt their mindset and behaviors. Over time, you start to think, act, and even become like them. But it's not just about attaching yourself to successful individuals. It's about offering value to the relationship. Ask yourself, what can I contribute? A strong, healthy association is one that benefits both parties. In today's world, you don't need to personally know someone to be influenced by them. You can learn from great minds through books, podcasts, and online courses. The wisdom of some of the greatest thinkers in the world is available at your fingertips. Are you making use of it? Early in my journey, I couldn't afford expensive seminars or personal mentorship, but I could afford books. I read, and I read a lot. By associating with brilliant minds through their words, I transformed my life. However, it's not just about reading. It's about applying what you learn. Knowledge without action is like having a library card but never checking out a book. It's untapped potential. So when you read a book, listen to a podcast, or take a course, ask yourself, how can I apply this in my life? What's one change I can make today based on what I've learned? That's how information becomes transformation. Your environment plays a critical role in your personal growth. It's not just the people around you, but also the spaces you occupy, the media you consume, and the conversations you engage in. Your environment shapes you in ways you may not even realize. Does your workspace promote productivity? Does your home encourage relaxation and rejuvenation? Are the places you go aligned with your goals and values? Your digital environment matters as well. What kind of content are you consuming online? Are you following accounts that inspire and educate, or are they draining your energy and wasting your time? Keep in mind, what you consistently expose yourself to becomes your norm. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity and low ambition, that becomes your baseline. But if you create an environment full of positivity, growth, and high standards, that becomes your new normal. Habits are powerful. Our daily routines, the small actions we repeat consistently, have a profound impact on our lives. What you do first thing in the morning, how you approach your work, and how you spend your free time, these seemingly minor choices, when repeated daily, compound over time. Successful people don't rely solely on motivation. They create systems and habits that make success nearly inevitable. They understand that discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. To harness the power of habits in your life, start small. Don't try to change everything all at once. Begin with one small habit. Maybe it's reading for 15 minutes every day or taking a short walk. Make it so easy that you can't say no. One effective strategy is habit stacking. Pair a new habit with an existing one. For example, after pouring your morning coffee, commit to reading 1 page of a book. You're already in the habit of having your coffee, so you're simply adding a new routine. Small actions repeated consistently lead to big results. Setting clear goals is essential. Without them, you're like a ship without a destination. You may be moving, but you're not going anywhere. Your goals need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. SMART. Vague goals lead to vague results. For example, don't just say, I want to read more. Instead, set a specific goal like, I will read 25 pages every day for the next 30 days. This goal is clear, measurable, achievable, relevant, and has a set time frame. But remember, setting goals is just the beginning. The real progress comes from the daily actions you take toward your goals. It's about breaking your big objectives into smaller, manageable tasks that you can work on consistently. A key tip, write down your goals. There's something powerful about putting pen to paper. It makes your goals tangible and real. Keep them visible so you can see them every day. Review them regularly and visualize yourself achieving them. Remember, what you focus on expands, so keep your focus on your goals and the person you want to become. Your mindset plays a crucial role in shaping your reality. It's the lens through which you perceive the world, influencing every experience you have. There are two primary mindsets, fixed and growth. A person with a fixed mindset believes that their qualities and abilities are set in stone. They think, this is just who I am. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset believe that abilities can be developed through effort and dedication. The difference between these two mindsets is vast. A person with a fixed mindset sees challenges as threats, avoiding them out of fear of failure. However, someone with a growth mindset embraces challenges, viewing them as opportunities to learn and grow. Ask yourself, which mindset do you have? Do you embrace challenges or do you shy away from them? Do you see criticism as a chance to improve or do you defend against it? Are you inspired by the success of others or does it make you feel threatened? The great news is that your mindset isn't fixed, it can change. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts when facing setbacks. Do you think, I'm just not good at this? Or do you ask, what can I learn from this? Remember, failure is not who you are, it's simply an event. When you see failure as a learning opportunity rather than a reflection of your abilities, you open yourself up to growth. Growth occurs outside your comfort zone. If you're always comfortable, you're not growing. Many people avoid discomfort because it feels unpleasant, but discomfort is a sign that you are pushing yourself to improve. When you exercise, your muscles feel sore and fatigued, but that discomfort is what makes you stronger. The same principle applies to personal growth. Embrace discomfort and seek challenges. Each time you step out of your comfort zone, it expands, and what once seemed impossible becomes achievable. While discomfort is essential for growth, burnout is not. The key is to find the balance between pushing yourself enough to grow and not overwhelming yourself to the point of exhaustion. Remember, the goal isn't to be comfortable. It's to grow and reach your full potential, which often requires doing things that aren't comfortable in the moment, but lead to progress in the long term. Experience alone is not the best teacher. Evaluated experience is. Simply going through the motions isn't enough. You need to reflect on your experiences and learn from them. Set aside time regularly, whether at the end of the day or week, to reflect on your actions. Ask yourself, what went well? What didn't go so well? What can I learn from this and how can I improve? This practice of self-reflection serves two vital purposes. First, it helps you consolidate your learning, turning your experiences into valuable insights. Second, it allows you to course correct, ensuring you stay on the right path. In our pursuit of more achievements, we often forget to acknowledge our progress. However, recognizing how far you've come is crucial for staying motivated and building confidence. Take the time to celebrate even small victories. Whether you completed a long overdue task or made a slight improvement in your habits, celebrate your progress. Every step forward is progress, and every bit of progress deserves recognition. Gratitude is not just a pleasant emotion, it's a powerful force that can transform your life. When you practice gratitude, you focus on what you have, not on what you lack. You appreciate the blessings in your life, which shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. And the more grateful you are, the more you'll find to be grateful for. Make gratitude a daily practice and take time to reflect on the good things in your life, the people who support you, the opportunities you have, and the lessons you've learned. Happiness is not something to postpone for the future. It's something you design in the present. So don't wait to be happy. Create happiness now. Choose happiness now. Choose gratitude now, because that's where the true transformation occurs. While setting goals is important, it's the systems you implement that bring you closer to achieving those goals. A goal represents your desired outcome, while a system is the process that helps you reach that outcome. For example, if your goal is to write a book, your system could involve writing 500 words each day. If your goal is to get in shape, your system might be exercising for 30 minutes every morning. The beauty of focusing on systems is that they relieve the pressure of constantly thinking about a distant goal. Instead, you focus on what you can do today in the present moment to take steps toward your goals. When you trust your systems, the goals tend to take care of themselves, because success isn't about one monumental change. It's about small, consistent actions taken over time. This is where the principle of the compound effect comes in. Small incremental changes can lead to massive results. Much like interest in a bank account, these changes start small and almost imperceptible, But with enough time, they grow into something substantial. For instance, reading 10 pages a day may not seem like much, but over a year, that amounts to 3,650 pages, equivalent to reading about 18 books. Saving a small amount every day may not feel significant, but it can accumulate into a meaningful savings over time. The key is to trust the process, continue showing up every day, and be patient, because these small actions are like seeds you plant and nurture, which over time lead to remarkable growth. Fulfillment doesn't solely come from personal growth. It comes from using that growth to improve the lives of others. As you grow and develop new skills and knowledge, think about how you can use those abilities to make a positive impact. Serving others doesn't always have to involve grand gestures. It can be as simple as sharing valuable knowledge with someone who needs it, volunteering your time for a cause, or using your skills to help a friend or colleague. The more you give, the more you grow. And the more you grow, the more you have to offer. This creates a beautiful cycle that leads to a meaningful and fulfilling life. In our hustle-driven culture, we often glorify constant work, but here's the truth. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Rest is not laziness, it's a vital part of personal growth and productivity. Consider this. When you work out, your muscles don't grow during the workout, they grow during the recovery period afterward. The same principle applies to personal development. Don't feel guilty about taking time to rest and recharge. In fact, make it a priority. Schedule time for rest as you would any other important task, whether it's through meditation, a hobby you enjoy, or simply some quiet time to reflect. Find what rejuvenates you and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Quality sleep, in particular, is one of the most underrated tools for self-improvement. It boosts creativity, improves decision-making, enhances emotional intelligence, and even helps with memory consolidation, allowing you to retain more of what you learn. Prioritize your sleep by creating a relaxing bedtime routine, turning your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary, and aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. In today's fast-paced world, if you're not learning, you're falling behind. The most successful people are lifelong learners. Learning doesn't necessarily require formal education. It can involve reading books, listening to podcasts, watching educational videos, attending workshops, or even engaging in meaningful conversations with people who have expertise in areas you wish to explore. Make learning a daily habit by setting aside time each day to learn something new, whether it's related to your career, a hobby, or simply a topic that interests you. The key is to keep your mind active and growing. And remember, it's not just about accumulating information. It's about applying what you learn. Knowledge is potential power, but it only becomes actual power when you put it into action. Finally, your body and mind are interconnected. When you take care of your body, your mind functions better. And when your mind is sharp, you're more likely to make better decisions regarding your health. So make your physical health a priority. Exercise regularly, eat nutritious foods, get enough sleep, and stay hydrated. The state of your body directly impacts the quality of your life and the success of your personal development journey. These may seem like simple concepts, but they have a profound impact on your energy, mood, cognitive function, and ultimately your ability to grow and improve in every area of your life. Health isn't just about the absence of illness. It's about vitality, energy, and the ability to live life to its fullest. When you're healthy, you have the energy to pursue your goals, be present for your loved ones, and truly enjoy life's experiences. Life won't always be smooth sailing. Setbacks, disappointments, and failures are inevitable, but it's not about avoiding these challenges. It's about how you respond to them. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity. It's about getting knocked down 7 times and standing up 8. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. To build resilience, start with your mindset. See challenges as temporary and specific, not permanent and all-encompassing. Focus on what you can control and learn from your failures instead of letting them define you. Like a muscle, resilience strengthens the more you exercise it. Every time you face a challenge and push through, you're building resilience. Every failure that you overcome makes you stronger. True success isn't just about achieving in one area of life. It's about creating a fulfilling life across all dimensions. What good is professional success if your personal relationships are struggling? What's the point of financial wealth if poor health prevents you from enjoying it? Real success is about balance, nurturing every aspect of your life. Take a look at your life. Are you giving attention to your career, relationships, health, personal growth, and spirituality? If not, it may be time to reassess. Balance doesn't mean giving equal time to everything, but giving the right amount of attention to each area. Life is dynamic and always changing. So what constitutes balance today might differ tomorrow. The key is to stay aware, check in with yourself, and adjust as necessary. In a world that often tries to tell you who to be, staying true to yourself is a revolutionary act. You have a unique combination of experiences, skills, perspectives, and gifts. When you try to be someone else, you're robbing the world of your authentic contribution. Being true to yourself isn't always easy. It requires courage. It means standing out, being different, and staying true to your values, even when it's uncomfortable. Understand your core values, what truly matters to you, and what makes you come alive. Let those guide your decisions, actions, and life. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the real, authentic you. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with distractions, social media, emails, notifications, all vying for our attention. But the truth is, where your focus goes, your energy flows. The most successful people aren't necessarily the most talented. They're the ones who can maintain laser-like focus on their goals. They're the ones who say no to the good in order to say yes to the great. So how do you develop this focus? It starts with clarity. Be clear about what you want, what your priorities are, and what your non-negotiables are. Once you have clarity, it's easier to filter out the distractions and focus on what truly matters. Work in focus 25-minute bursts, followed by short breaks. This method helps maintain intense focus while preventing burnout. Remember, focus isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things. Many people fear failure and try to avoid it at all costs. But here's the truth, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every successful person you admire has likely failed multiple times, but they didn't let failure stop them. Instead, they used it as a stepping stone, they learned from it, grew from it, and used it as fuel for their journey. Failure is one of life's greatest teachers. It shows us what doesn't work, challenges our assumptions, and forces us to think creatively to find new solutions. Start reframing how you view failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative outcome, view it as valuable feedback. When you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? Remember, the only true failure is the failure to learn from your mistakes. Your words have immense power. They shape your reality, influence how you feel, how you act, and ultimately what you achieve. When you tell yourself, I can't do this, you're programming your mind for failure. But when you say, this is challenging, but I can figure it out, you're opening yourself up to new possibilities. Pay attention to your self-talk. Are you encouraging yourself or criticizing yourself? Are you focusing on possibilities or limitations? Remember, the world you speak to yourself in private will be the world you live in. It's not just about how you talk to yourself, it's also about how you communicate with others. Are your words uplifting others, or are they tearing them down? Are you spreading positivity or negativity? Remember, your words are like seeds. What you say today will determine the harvest you reap tomorrow. Creativity isn't just for artists. It's a crucial skill in today's rapidly changing world. Creativity is about seeing things from a new perspective, connecting ideas that others miss, and finding innovative solutions to age-old problems. The good news is creativity isn't a fixed trait. It's a skill that can be developed. So how do you nurture your creativity? Start by exposing yourself to new experiences. Travel, read widely, and try new things. The more diverse your experiences, the more connections your brain can make. Next, make time for play. When you're relaxed and having fun, your mind is free to make creative connections. Finally, practice brainstorming. Set aside dedicated time to come up with ideas. Lots of them. Don't judge them, just let them flow. Quantity often leads to quality. In a world where change is the only constant, creativity isn't just a nice to have, it's a must have. You've likely heard the saying, your network is your net worth, and there's a lot of truth to it. Your network isn't just about who you know, it's about who knows you, who trusts you, and who's willing to vouch for you. It's about building and nurturing relationships over time. Networking isn't about collecting business cards or LinkedIn connections, it's about forming genuine relationships. It's about providing value before expecting anything in return. So how do you build a powerful network? Start by being intentional. Identify the kind of people you want to connect with, those who inspire you, challenge you, and are where you want to be. Next, focus on giving value. Ask yourself, how can I help this person? Maybe you can introduce them to someone, share a helpful resource, or offer your skills. Finally, nurture your existing relationship. Don't just reach out when you need something. Stay in touch, celebrate their wins, and offer support when they need it. A strong network can open doors that no amount of talent or hard work can. In today's world, it's often said that IQ gets you in the door, but emotional intelligence, EQ, gets you to the top. Emotional intelligence is about understanding and managing your own emotions, as well as recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. It encompasses empathy, self-awareness, social skills, and self-regulation. So how do you develop emotional intelligence? Start with self-awareness. Pay attention to your emotions. What triggers them? How do they influence your behavior? Practice empathy by trying to see things from others' perspectives. Listen not just to respond, but to understand. Work on your social skills, learn to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts, and inspire and influence others. Perhaps most importantly, learn to manage your emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing them, but understanding them and choosing how to respond. At the end of the day, success is about working with people, and the better you understand others, starting with yourself, the more successful you'll become. One of the most powerful tools in achieving success is consistency. It's not the things you do occasionally that shape your life, but the things you do consistently. Reading one book won't make you an expert. Going to the gym once won't get you in shape. Having one productive day won't make you successful. It's the small, consistent actions you take each day that lead to extraordinary results. Consistency can often feel monotonous. It's not always exciting, and sometimes it feels boring, but it's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the right things even when you don't see immediate results. So how do you develop consistency? Start small. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. Focus on one habit, one area, and make it so easy that you can't say no. Next, track your progress. Keeping a daily record helps you stay accountable and lets you see your growth over time. Finally, prepare for obstacles. Think about what could get in your way and plan for it. For example, if you want to exercise in the morning, lay out your workout clothes the night before. Remember, consistency is the bridge between your goals and accomplishments. It turns actions into habits and habits into results. I also want to touch on something crucial in your journey of self-improvement, the importance of self-love and self-acceptance. In our pursuit of growth, we often forget to love ourselves as we are. Self-improvement should come from a place of self-love, not self-loathing. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, not trying to be someone else. Practice self-compassion, be kind to yourself, celebrate your strengths, and accept your flaws. They are what make you unique. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. They are opportunities for growth. Remember, you are worthy of love and respect right now, exactly as you are. Yes, strive to improve and grow, but do it from a place of love for yourself, not self-criticism. You cannot hate yourself into becoming someone you love. It begins with accepting and loving yourself now. As you leave here today, remember this: you have greatness within you. You have the power to shape your life, achieve your dreams, and make a difference in the world. But that power is unlocked only through persistent effort and unwavering commitment. Don't settle for anything less than your potential. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let your past define your future. Instead, embrace the journey of self-improvement. Embrace the challenge of becoming the best version of yourself. Life is not about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. So go out there and create the life you want. Become the person you were meant to be, because in the end, it's not about what you get. It's about who you become, and who you become is entirely up to you. The desire to get better is not just a fleeting wish. It's a constant drive that pushes you to break boundaries, defy limitations, and constantly reinvent yourself. It's the force that transforms dreams into reality, obstacles into opportunities, and failures into lessons. So as you leave here today, ask yourself, how strong is your desire to get better? Are you ready to commit to it, to make it the foundation of every action you take moving forward? The road won't always be smooth, but the hunger to improve will be your guide, your fuel, and your ultimate key to success. The real question is, how far will you go when you decide that getting better is not just an option, but a way of life? If you're ready to embrace that challenge, click play, because this journey is just beginning and the best version of you is waiting.